Please subscribe to my channel to help me grow. I knew something was wrong the moment his fingers tightened around my wrist. The hallway outside my wife's office was bright, loud, and busy, yet all I heard was the rush of blood pounding in my ears as her coworker, Daniel, leaned closer. His voice dropped low, trembling just enough to tell me he was fighting himself before speaking. "You deserve to know," he whispered. "You really do." My stomach clenched. For weeks I had sensed a quiet shift in my marriage. A hollow space growing between smiles. A pause before she answered simple questions. A strange distance in her eyes whenever I touched her. I kept telling myself it was stress. Deadlines. Life. But the way he looked at me now told me every excuse I made was a lie I wanted to believe. "What are you talking about?" I asked. My voice cracked slightly, betraying my fear. Daniel swallowed hard as he released my wrist. His hand shook. "She has been staying late. And not for work." He looked down. "You should check her messages. Today. Before she gets home." I tried to breathe, but the air felt thick. Heavy. Poisoned. "Why are you telling me this?" I finally asked. His jaw flexed. "Because I cannot keep watching her do this to you. And because I told her I would not lie for her anymore." A cold wave washed through me, spreading from my neck to my chest. My mind began replaying everything I had dismissed. Her secretive smiles at her phone. The sudden shift in perfume. The weekend she claimed she needed a solo day for mental clarity. Her softness turning into irritation whenever I asked how she was. I walked out of that building with my heart pounding like I had been running for miles. The sun outside looked wrong. Too bright. Too calm for what my world had become. At home, I opened her laptop. My hands trembled so much I had to steady them against the desk. The password had not changed. That alone felt like a twisted sign of her confidence. The messages loaded slowly, each second stretching my nerves thinner. Then the chat appeared. Not flirtatious. Not ambiguous. Undeniable. She had been meeting him for weeks. She called him her escape. Her outlet. Her light. She wrote about moments I thought belonged to us. She promised him a future she used to promise me. My chest felt tight enough to split. I wanted to scream. Break something. Collapse. But I sat there instead, silent and numb, letting every word carve into me. When she came home that evening, humming lightly as she removed her shoes, I watched her with a strange calm. A fragile calm. The kind that comes right before something inside finally breaks. She froze when she saw the laptop open. Her breath hitched. "You read it?" I nodded. She stepped back like I was the threat. "Please listen. It was never supposed to go that far. I was overwhelmed and lonely and I made a mistake and I tried to stop." "Did you love him?" My voice sounded distant. Not mine. Her silence was the answer. Something inside me folded. Quietly. Painfully. "I wanted you to fight for me," she whispered. "I wanted you to notice me again. I wanted to feel desired. I did not know how to tell you I was drowning." "You could have talked to me," I whispered back. Her eyes glistened. "I kept waiting for the right moment. I kept waiting for you to remember us." For a long moment we stared at each other. Two broken people standing in the ruins of trust we once guarded with our lives. The truth hit us both at the same time. There was no coming back. The next morning, before she woke up, I packed my bags. I left quietly. No yelling. No final argument. Just a quiet end to a story that should have lasted longer. As I closed the door behind me, I felt something strange. Not relief. Not hope. Just reality.